Hey there, welcome to Story Plots. Today's story is called WALL-E, a 2008 animated romantic science fiction film directed by Andrew Stanton, who co-wrote the screenplay with Jim Reardon, based on a story by Stanton and Pete Docter. The plot: in the 29th century, Earth is a garbage-strewn wasteland due to an ecocide caused by rampant consumerism, corporate greed, and environmental neglect. Humanity was evacuated to space by the mega-corporation by Large BNL on giant spaceships 700 years earlier, leaving trash-compacting robots to clean up the planet. All but one of the robots have stopped functioning. The last remaining active robot, WALL-E, Waste Allocation Load Lifter, Earth Class, has developed a personality. WALL-E remains active by salvaging parts from inactive robots, with his pet cockroach Hal as his only companion. One day, WALL-E's routine of compressing trash and collecting interesting objects is broken by the arrival of a robot called Eve, extraterrestrial vegetation evaluator, which scans the planet for sustainable life. WALL-E is smitten by the sleek, futuristic robot, and the two begin to connect, until Eve goes into standby mode when WALL-E shows her his most recent find, a living seedling. Eve is collected by a large unmanned rocket, with WALL-E clinging on. It returns to its mothership, the Starliner Axiom. In the centuries since the Axiom left Earth, its passengers have degenerated into helpless obesity due to microgravity and laziness, with robots catering to their every whim. Captain V. McCrae sits back while his robotic AI autopilot helm, nicknamed Otto, pilots the ship. McCrae is unprepared for the positive probe response, but discovers that placing the plant in the ship's holodetector will trigger a hyper jump back to Earth so that humanity can begin recolonization. When McCrae inspects Eve's storage compartment, the plant is missing, and Eve blames WALL-E for its disappearance. Eve is deemed faulty and taken to diagnostics. WALL-E intervenes and inadvertently releases the other faulty bots, causing him and Eve to be designated rogue robots. Eve tries sending WALL-E home in an escape pod, but the two witness McCrae's first mate robot go for stowing the plant in a pod set to self-destruct. WALL-E enters the pod to retrieve the plant just as it launches, and he and the plant survive the pod's destruction. Eve catches up to him, and they reconcile, celebrating with a dance in space around the Axiom. Eve brings the plant to McCrae, who watches her recordings of Earth, concluding that they must save it. Otto reveals that secret no-return Directive A113 orders them to not return to Earth, on account of toxicity levels, making Earth unlivable. When McCrae tries overriding the directive, Otto electrocutes WALL-E, throws him and Eve down a garbage chute, and confines McCrae to his quarters. Eve and WALL-E are nearly ejected into space with the Axiom's garbage, but a cleaning robot inadvertently jams the airlock and rescues them. As humans and robots help to secure the plant, McCrae and Otto fight for control of the Axiom. Otto crushes WALL-E using the holodetector, but McCrae overpowers and deactivates Otto. Eve inserts the plant into the holodetector, initiating the hyper jump back to Earth. Arriving on Earth, Eve repairs WALL-E, but his memory and personality have been erased. Heartbroken, Eve gives WALL-E a kiss, which releases a static electricity shock, restoring him. WALL-E and Eve reunite as the Axiom inhabitants take their first steps on Earth. During the credits, humans and robots work to restore the ravaged planet, and the plant grows into a tree, beneath which WALL-E and Eve rest. The end. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time.